Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Friday, August the 9th, and it's time for another weekly budgeting video. The software that I use to budget my finances is called YNAB, or You Need a Budget. So if you are interested in using this software, I do have a link in my description box for a 34-day free trial. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I don't have too much for today. We have 12 transactions in here. 2 of them are from my Roth that I did off camera last week. So I'll be going in and making sure I reconcile that. I also need to update my budget because I'm going on a work trip tomorrow actually, and so I had to do some currency exchange more than I had actually budgeted for. So I had to take the money from my shopping category. I took all the money from my shopping category and then all the money from my stuff I forgot to budget for category and added that all to the ATM withdrawal. Well, I didn't add it yet. I'm going to do that here with you all today. But I did look at the budget. I did look at my YNAB before I wrote the check to get that currency out. So yeah, I should be fine with that. So no shopping, no shopping spending for the rest of the month, but that's okay. All the items that I did have in that Amazon cart, they weren't like necessities. I mean, like true necessities. I mean, most of them are wants. Like, I needed some more of the hydration sticks, the liquid IV stuff. So most of the cart was that, because that stuff is pretty expensive. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this approving. So these are the transactions that we had in there last week at the end of the video. These are the ones that just need to be approved because we did the transfer of money to prepare for our August bills. So let's go ahead and approve all of those. And I got my interest for my Ally High Yield Savings account. I'm gonna change this to interest earned. I don't really like interest paid. I don't know why. I just don't like it. But this is not going to the Final Cut Pro. YNAB automatically, since it's starting to learn where I put certain payees, which category they usually fall under. So most of the time when I get the interest earned, it usually goes to my my Apple, but for my Ally High Yield Savings account, it just goes straight to the core savings that Ally has. So that's where that $3.56 is going to go. And so once we get on the budget, I'll make sure that I it'll already be put into that budget category. And then in the last video, I realized after the fact that as I was going back and watching the video, that I forgot to put the money for my Navy Federal savings account, that 21 cents, I think it was 21 cents. I was supposed to put that money aside in the emergency fund because that stays in my my Navy Federal savings account. So I did move that money. It was just a couple cents. So I took that from my I took it from the gaming category, that 21 cents, and I put it into the emergency fund. So I'll show you that on the budget as well. Then we have these transactions are monthly subscriptions that will be coming out. So they haven't hit my each credit card yet, but they will. So I already have the transactions scheduled in YNAB, so I'm not surprised by the money that will come out of my account. So this helps me be prepared for the month. by scheduling transactions that I know is going to be a monthly requirement. So let's go ahead and approve those. And those will remain uncleared until the actual transaction is cleared in my actual bank account. I do need to make sure this transaction here is cleared with my Roth account, because that one is good to go. So let's start with that one first so we can go ahead and reconcile it. I did already check the account and the balance does match, so I'm going to go ahead and reconcile this. And then now let's go to my checking account. And we'll reconcile these. Make sure these three transactions are good. And we'll also need to add a transaction for the check that I wrote this morning for the currency exchange. Okay, it says I have a balance of $1,059.94, which matches in here, so we can go ahead and reconcile. And then my bills account shows I have a balance of $145.62. This one matches YNAB, the working balance. It shows that the $55 for my T-Mobile bill has posted, so we need to go ahead and this transaction here, we need to go ahead and clear it, so we can go ahead and reconcile, because both the cleared balance does match what's in my actual checking account. And then the last we have not last, but we have my savings account, which has a balance of $1,063. And this is the transaction that I was talking about. On the 31st of July, I earned the 21 cents for my dividend. So I forgot to assign that 21 cents to the emergency fund category on the budget. So I did make sure and go back and take that money from the gaming category to put it into the emergency fund category. And then my Amex card has a zero balance. I know on YNAB we have pending the $39.95, and it is showing pending on my Amex card. However, the balance right now is showing cleared because this transaction has not been posted. So we are good to go for this account. Now let's go to my Ally High Yield Savings account. All right, so my Ally High Yield Savings account has a balance of $1,019.91, which matches here at YNAB. So we can go ahead and reconcile this. So we are good to go. And then I know I mentioned my Ally credit card in the last video. I did do a little bit of research, not a lot. I'm still looking more into it about whether or not to close this Ally card. See, I haven't used it since it's been a year now, so I haven't used this card in over a year. It doesn't have any, it doesn't have any additional perks to the card other than not having a monthly, it doesn't have a monthly fee or annual fee. It's just a regular credit card. There's no rewards or cashback system at all with this card. So I'm still undecided if I want to close it myself or not. When I did look up the research, most of the things I said that I saw, it showed that it didn't really matter if I closed it or if the creditor closed it, that it all depends on how long I've had the card open, if it's going to affect my age of credit or whatnot, with all of my credit cards. But I haven't had this card that long. Let's see, when I opened this card, in February of 2023, when I first got this card. So yeah, I've only had this card a little over a year, so it wouldn't do too much. It wouldn't do too much damage because my oldest card is my Capital One card, and I've had that one 11 or 12 years, I think. So I don't know, because I thought about putting one of my reoccurring bills onto the Ally card, but if I can get rewards points on those reoccurring monthly bills with my other card, I'd rather just leave it where it is. But I'm just unsure if I want to close their card. But I only have until the end of August to make the decision. Otherwise, they're going to close the card. The company is going to close the card. So I have not much longer to make a decision. But I just want to make sure I, think about everything before I decide. Okay, now let's go to my Apple. Okay, so my Apple Cash is $22.67 right here. Okay, I think this transaction here came through. Well, it merged after I had already reconciled. So, but the balance does match the card. Then my Apple card has a balance of $9.99. Because this service right here is, let's see, this one is cleared for my iCloud. So let's approve that one. But my my Bible app is not has not posted yet to the Apple card. It's not even showing pending yet. So this transaction should be coming up shortly. But so right now we are good to go because our clear balance does match. And then my Apple savings has a balance of $250.61. Yes, it does. And then this transaction also came in after. So, but yes, this one matches and is good to go as well. And then last we have my Wealthfront account. Okay, so my Wealthfront has $16,222.52. Yes, this matches. So both of these are posted. So we can go ahead and reconcile this one. And then my Capital One. Today is the night, but I haven't used this card yet. Waiting for the code. There it is. Yeah, I have a zero balance on this card. My next expense transaction should be my Hulu for my Capital One card. Let's see here. Yeah, should be my Hulu. And that'll be on the 13th. So we are good to go with this card for now. All right, so that's it for reconciling. Now let's go to the budget here. So we need to move, let's go to all my accounts. So I mentioned earlier that I had to withdraw additional money from the ATM than I had originally planned. So I ended up writing a check for $700 for the currency exchange. So I'm going to Right now, I only budgeted for the 350. Um, so let's go ahead and move money from the stuff I forgot to budget for to the ATM category. Let's move that. And then also all of the money from my shopping category as well. So now we have the $700 needed to cover that that transaction. Now, if I do end up needing any additional money for the rest of this month, I'll go to my checking view so I can see what's actually in my my actual check account. If I need to spend anything, so I'll have this $10 in gas. I have $100 here, $175. I'll have book money, which I probably won't be spending this month because I still have a couple of books to read. And then I have the $49.79 here in gaming. So I did take that 21 cents from the gaming category and I put it into the savings category for my emergency fund. So all the extra change, so this 63 cents will match exactly what's in my Navy Federal savings account. So this is my emergency fund and the emergency fund only, and that's only for like if I need like physical cash right away. I know I can just move this money from this savings account to my checking instantly and grab the money out and do what I need to do instantly, versus keeping this $1,000 on a high yield savings account, because then it'll take like 1 to 3 business days to transfer. So I like to keep my emergency fund where I can get to it as soon as possible, and then I keep my safety net to cover like job loss in the future on my high yield savings account. All right, so now let's go back to the checking account, and we're going to add a transaction for that. I don't know what I usually call it. Oh yeah, ATM withdrawal. And that was $700. And we're just going to save that. So I have $359.94 that I have available to use if I need to, without taking any money. This $359, yes, it has a job, and that's covered in the rest of this money, or wrong view, sorry, the rest of this money. So I created this checking view to match what's in my actual checking account that I can take money from as needed. So this checking view over here that has available in August $359.94 is always going to match what I have here. So I know what categories I can move money from in the event that I need to get to it without taking from my savings. So if I do need to do any more currency exchange, or if I need to buy anything online, I know I have that money available. I probably said that like 5 times, just differently each time, but yeah, I just wanted to make note of that so you can understand how I do my my views and my categories. So that's my checking view. My bills view is just this bills view is going to match my bills account. So all of these, excluding the credit card payments, it's going to match what's in this bills account. This $145.62 will match what's over here. I think I did put, I took the Apple one out. Okay, that's why I said excluding that. So I didn't put the Apple card in this bills view because I don't pay my Apple card through my bills account. I just use my checking account to transfer the money to the Apple Cash. So this bills view is always going to match what's in my bills account, so I know what money I need to have in order to pay the bills for the month. So for September, I know how much I'll need is $200.62 to cover the bills that I need for the month of September. And then lastly is my savings review. These are all of my savings accounts, so that's including my Navy Federal savings account, my Wealthfront savings account, my Apple savings account, and my Ally savings account. So this available in August is not necessarily going to match one specific account that I have here on the left. It'll be all of those three combined. So 1, 2, and 3 combined together should add up to this $18,493. Yeah. All right. So that's all I have for this video. This was a very short one, but I hope it was helpful for you. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.